This is Dr. Gail James, your host of From Trauma to Triumph. Welcome to another episode. Today is going to be a bit different. I have some things on my heart today. In one of my latest episodes, I spoke about suicide and how detrimental it can be, and the symptoms that get you to suicide, and the people that you leave behind after you've committed suicide. And over the weekend, I saw this about the wide receiver for LSU, Louisiana State University, Kyren Lacy, and how he was charged for a fatal hit and run. They charged him with negligent homicide and reckless operation of a vehicle with an accident and a hit and run that caused a fatality. They charged this young man knowing, I think this is what gets me, knowing that they had proof on camera in writing that this young man was not the person responsible for the crash. You know, I've seen a lot of videos about how the police, with police brutality and all of those things and racism. And I look and I scroll and I have my own private opinion, but this got to me because all I could think about was this boy's mother, the mother. Her son will never come back. She'll never be able to hear his voice again. She'll never be able to say, I love you again. She'll never be able to hug him again. She'll never be able to kiss him again. It's over. And it was so it was so totally avoidable. It was avoidable. You had the young lady that caused the crash that knew it was her that caused the crash, that did not say anything and kept it going, kept the lie going. You have the police officer that tried to coerce one of the witnesses during the crime scene to tell a lie and say, well, you know what? It was the green car. He was flying and I had to mash on my brake. I just don't know. All I have for this mother is compassion, and I feel her pain. I don't know what it feels like. I don't want to know what it feels like. But it's just hurtful that people would knowingly lie on you, trash your name. All this time, they knew this young man was innocent. They watched this young man unravel and ultimately take his life. And nobody was woman enough, or man enough, or mature enough, or adult enough to say, this is not right. Let's not do this. He did not do this. I think this is where we have to take a look at what our future looks like. This is sad on all levels. I think about the police officer and I'm like, what were you thinking? Was all of this worth your job? Was all of this worth your livelihood? Was all of this worth your reputation? And this young lady, I'm more frustrated with her than anyone else because she knew that this was her fault. She knew that she was the one, and she sat there and just kept going with the story. When this young man ultimately took his life, she and her sister put a post praying and saying, oh, we praying for everybody in the crash. How can you be praying for somebody when you were the reason? We failed. We failed ourselves. We failed society. This is horrible. This boy would be here right now today, live and in the flesh, if that young lady had said, no, I hit the car. It was an accident. If that police officer had said, no, that was not him, if he had just been honest and taken the witness's true and authenticate statement, we would not be here today. But it shows me a bigger problem. It shows me a picture of where we are in the world today. You know, we can ignore it all we want to, but you, any one of us could have been this young lady, Kyren Lacy's mom. Any one of us could have been her. And to know that you will never see your child again, and he was telling the truth all along that he is innocent. She probably were the only person, she and his lawyer, that believed him. They were probably, because let's talk about it. The whole country ridiculed this young man. Everybody thought he was no good for the NFL anymore. And I mean, when I'm coming from a clinical perspective, here's what happened in this young man's mind. This man's mind went from, I'm about to put my city, my family on the map. I'm about to make a life and a statement for my mom who have taken care of me all these years. I'm going to give back to her. I'm going to make my mom proud of me. Look at where I'm going. Look at what I'm doing. And none of that didn't happen. When he got charged, knowing it was something he didn't do, and he was watching it, he got arrested. It wouldn't go away. It's that is a declination. He's declining in that depression. It's getting worse and worse by the day. All his opportunities, they took away. All of this young man brand deals were taken away. All of his desire to get in the NFL, that was taken away. It was gone like overnight. And this young man is steady trying to keep his head up. And he get into an argument. Remember now, he's depressed. He's overwhelmed. He's treading on the line of, I can't do this anymore. And he gets into an argument with his sister, and she calls the police, and he just know, I'm out on bond. I'm going back to jail because now police got to be involved. And he took his life. I believe the police officer need to go to jail. I believe the young lady that caused the accident need to go to jail. I believe the man that died, daughter that sat up and told everybody she want to make sure they nailed him to the cross because she don't want no special privileges or no special benefits because he was an NFL draft pick and he's about to go to the NFL. She don't care who he knows, but nail him to the cross. And everybody was wrong. So what are we going to do for this mother? This mother that no longer has a son. This mother that knows her son will never know. He was not here to hear you're innocent. My hats are off to that attorney and his mom, because I think they've done an amazing job of trying to clear his name even though he's no longer here. Like, this is crazy. So what this tells me is, and this is why I say it could be any of us. You know why? I have two sons, and one of my sons got fast cars. So what I'm seeing now is the police officer knew from that very day that Kyren Lacy's car was 92.3 yards behind the accident. He didn't say anything. The district attorney didn't say anything. I mean, I can go on and on about every branch of government or state that failed this young man and his family. The amount of time they were going to give that young man, that's what they should be giving each and every one of them. The young lady who killed the man in the crash, the police officer who tried to get the witness to lie, the district attorney and the prosecutor, all of them that did all of this. And this young man is no longer here. Why is it that our black young men, Like what is it about them that makes you hate them so much that you choose to do nothing but crucify them? I have never been on this black and white thing, but I'm telling you, we are in an age where the administration that is now in office have given all these people a birthright or a gift, the acceptance to just walk around and call you out your name, spit on you, talk to you crazy. Orange does not look good on me, and neither does green. But please stay over there with the racism. I don't see color because I have some white people that treat me better than black people. But you're not going to tell me because I'm black, I'm supposed to set up for the disrespect, the outrageous, racist remarks that people make. That's not fair. But this administration has fooled y'all and make y'all think that it's okay to just say stuff. This young man should be in college right now as an NFL draft playing. And instead, he's in a coffin buried 6 feet under. Because some people didn't care about wrongly accusing him and carrying it on. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. It's like this happened in April, and this boy didn't kill himself until months later. But it's the fact that they knew this all the time, and they just ran with this story till this boy ultimately took his life. That to me speaks volumes. It speaks volumes about what our government will do, what our police would do, it just speaks volumes. Like this story has gotten to me because like I said, I got 2 boys. And to watch that boy was telling the truth all along. Everybody who crucified him, y'all apologies should be as loud as your disrespect was. Your apologies should be as loud as your disrespect was. You bashed him, you blamed him, you crucified him, you practically nailed him to the cross like Jesus Christ without accurate information. And now he's gone. There's no way to tell him sorry. There's no way to tell him, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't do it. No, he is gone forever. We gotta be mindful of what we say and do. Try not to jump to conclusions. When it comes to these things, be quiet and listen more. Because a lot of times we make decisions based on false information and we put stuff out there in the atmosphere. This social media thing is serious. I'm watching people going to jail over social media beef. Like, that is crazy to me. That's diabolical. For real, diabolical. Like, I got too much stuff to do to be thinking about going to jail about some beef on social media. You don't know me and I don't know you. It's irrelevant. We gotta take these things serious. It's not even worth it. It's not. So I want to say to Kyren Lacy's mom that I'm praying for you. And I hope and pray that God strengthens you, comforts you, and gives you peace. Peace that surpasses your own understanding. Because I don't think that there will ever be a way to make you be all right with this. And that's understandable. That's okay. Because your son didn't deserve this. This is outrageous. Outrageous. And that's my tidbit on this. But I just think that this was like an excessive use of power the police, and everybody involved used their power in whatever way they felt they wanted to, in spite of knowing this young man was innocent, and it led to the loss of his life. And this is where we are as a society. My name is Dr. Gail James. Thank you for tuning in to From Trauma to Triumph. See you next time.